Hello, today we're going to do factor by grouping. And for us to do this, the only thing we need to have is it needs to have 4 terms. And how we do this is we're breaking down this 4 terms into 2 sections of 2, so 2 binomials. So if I look at my first problem here, I'm going to take my first 2 terms and put parentheses around them, and my second 2 terms and put parentheses around those. And what I'm going to look for is there to be a greatest common factor within just that parenthesis. So if I'm looking at my first parenthesis, I have an x cubed and an x squared, and then I have a 9 and then a 1. So the biggest thing that I can take out of there is an x squared. And then that leaves me with this x minus 9. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for that blue parenthesis. So the biggest thing I can take out of that blue parenthesis is a 4. And if I divide everything by 4, that leaves me with this x minus 9. The nice thing about factor by grouping is that at this point I can see, did I do it correct? These 2 parentheses here need to be the exact same. So both of them are x minus 9. So that leaves me with 2 factors, this x squared and this 4 as one parenthesis, and then the x minus 9 becomes my second parenthesis. So these 2 just became that one parenthesis, and that is my final answer. This x squared plus 4, x minus 9. I'm going to skip the one on the right. I'm going to go down to just a little bit harder problem. So if I look at the problem down here, it's set up the exact same way. I just have bigger numbers and more numbers. Parenthesis around the first 2, parenthesis around the second 2, and then looking at that greatest common factor. That first parenthesis will always have an x squared or an n squared, something squared. But I can also take out, I have a 5 and a 10, so I can take out a 5n squared. And that leaves me with n minus 2. And then I do the exact same thing for that second parenthesis. I can take out a 3. I have a 3 and a 6. N minus 2. Here's my check. Are these 2 parentheses the same? I have n minus 2, n minus 2. That leaves me with my answer of 5n squared plus 3. And then my second parenthesis is this n minus 2. And that's all there is to factor by grouping.